You ever hear a ship scream? Not the creaking of old wood or the howling of the wind. I mean a scream, like something once alive, now cursed to drift across the waves, crying out for justice no one ever gave it. I did. And once you hear it, you'll never sleep near the ocean again. It happened 3 miles off the coast of Nova Scotia. I wasn't looking for trouble. I was just a freelance photographer chasing ghost stories. But this one came looking for me. They call her the Lady Marrow. A 300-year-old merchant vessel swallowed by the sea, then spat back out with a vengeance. Some say she appears in the fog just before dawn, dripping black water, sails shredded like funeral veils. Others swear they've heard laughter from her decks. Children's laughter. Which makes no damn sense. Until you know what happened. 3 months ago, I got a tip from a local dockhand. Said he saw a ship bleeding in the water. I laughed. Until he showed me the photos, barnacled wood glistening like open wounds. A figurehead with its eyes torn out. That was enough for me. I chartered a boat. Just me, my gear, and a compass that started spinning in circles the second we passed Dead Man's Point. Real comforting. The sea was calm. Still. Wrong. Like it was holding its breath. Then, through the mist I saw her. The Lady Marrow. Her hull scraped with the names of children, etched in dozens of languages. Her sails didn't flap. They hung, heavy, like they were soaking in grief. I climbed aboard. Because of course I did. Because I'm an idiot with a death wish and too much student debt to turn back. At first it was just dust. Dust and the smell of salt and rot. But then I found the ledger. A brittle old captain's log locked in a rusted chest. And what I read made my blood run colder than the Atlantic. The Lady Marrow was once a British charity ship. That's what they called it. Said it was meant to ferry orphan children from poorhouses to better lives in the colonies. But that was a lie. The children never made it to America. They were sold off, abused, experimented on. Some didn't survive the trip at all. The captain, William Thatcher, was a monster in lace cuffs. Called the children cargo. Logged every sail like it was grain and sugar. Except one. Her name was Eliza. 11 years old. Red hair. Sharp tongue. Tried to lead a revolt in the lower deck. She failed. Thatcher ordered her tied to the mast. And when the fog rolled in that night, she vanished. No one saw where she went. But the next morning, every adult on board was dead. Every child, untouched. And the ship kept sailing. That's when things got weird. I heard footsteps. Bare feet, pattering across the deck. Laughter, high-pitched, echoing where no one stood. I should have left. But I was compelled. That's the only word for it. Then I saw her. Eliza. Or what was left of her. Pale, translucent, dripping sea brine from her hair like seaweed. She pointed at me. Not menacing, more like inviting. To the captain's quarters. Inside, the walls were scorched black. But one thing remained untouched, a painting. Captain Thatcher, smug as hell, surrounded by children. And I swear, one of them blinked. That's when I felt it. The temperature dropped. My breath fogged. And something whispered in my ear. Breathe wrong, and you'll join them. But instead of fear, I felt anger, rage. Because these weren't just ghost stories. They were cover-ups. Forgotten crimes buried in salt water. I pulled out my phone, live-streamed everything I could. But of course, no signal. The ship had taken me too far out. And then the storm hit. Lightning split the sky. The sea exploded around me. I tried to steer the lifeboat, but the compass was useless and the GPS fried. Still, somehow, I made it back. Barely. Washed ashore 2 days later, half frozen, raving about ghost children and war crimes on water. No one believed me. Until the footage uploaded itself. I didn't touch a thing. But somehow, the videos I'd shot on that ship, blurry, unstable, eerie voices in the background, they started popping up on my cloud. Every night, a new clip. I don't even remember filming. The story went viral. Oceanic researchers wanted to find the ship. They failed. Every time a team tried, their boat spun in circles until the fuel ran dry. But then, they started getting letters. Official-looking ones. Sealed in wax. Handwritten in 1700s script. All signed, Captain William Thatcher. Inviting them aboard. Here's the twist. You ready? I did some digging. Turns out, I'm a descendant of Eliza. Her brother, he survived. Faked his death, changed his name, and spent his life trying to expose what happened. But no one listened. Until now. Because the ship, she listens to me. Last month, I returned to Dead Man's Point. Alone. When the fog rolled in, she came for me. But this time, I didn't board out of fear. I commanded her. And she obeyed. Now, the Lady Marrow doesn't just haunt the sea. She hunts. Every corrupt billionaire with private islands and shady pasts. Every oil magnate poisoning our oceans. Every politician who buries orphan bones beneath campaign promises. One by one, she drags them under. And Eliza smiles. Because justice, like the ocean, always comes back. Even after 300 years.